Hey guys, I'm going to show you a trick today with scarves. I wouldn't recommend using a large scarf because I just tried to do it and I can get it eventually, but it took me like 10 minutes. So I wouldn't recommend using a large scarf. This is what constitutes a large scarf. Um, it's about, I think it's more than 3 feet tall, and it's about a foot wide. So it's harder, and because it's scarf material, it's harder to roll, and because it's so long. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, but you can if you need to. Um, I'm sure it is possible, and I know that, but it's really hard. So I'm not going to show you guys because it'll take a while. But essentially, you do the same steps as everything else, except you wouldn't fold it into a triangle. Because it won't fold into a triangle. So this you're going to take, this is a square scarf. It's not the prettiest, but it's a scarf. I also wouldn't recommend using black if you've got really dark hair. So, just as I wouldn't recommend using something that blends with your hair. Okay. So you take this, you're going to fold it diagonal so it forms a triangle. See the corner. Now, right now, braids are kind of like the thing because of that whole Hunger Games movie. So this is a braid look. We're going to roll it. And you're going to corner it because you want it to tug to this side that you pulled your hair to. And you want it to go under the hair. So. Oh, that didn't fold well. Well, whatever. You can still braid it. It'll look fine in the end. Okay. So all your hair should be where you want it. You want it over the scarf. You have the option of tying it if you want. I don't know how well you can see me because I'm dipping down to look in my mirror. I'm not going to tie it, I'm just going to twist it. It's falling forward on my face. But you can tie it if it gets too much. I'm not having a good day with this. Okay. Sorry, my hair is being really bad today. I couldn't get it to do anything. So I'm going to twist it. And you're going to split your hair into 2 parts because it's going to be a 4-part braid. You can do 5-part too if you want. With 2 equal parts, which is the trick because I can't see what I'm doing right now in the mirror. Okay. And basically what you do in 4-part is it's the same thing as braiding. It's over one and under the other, and over the next one. Or under, depending on how you start. Okay. Over one, under one, over one. Over one, under one, over one. Also, you can start with the scarf in a different place than where I did. I started to do them with both on opposite sides, which means a lot of the time they're either going to be on opposite sides or right next to each other. You can do like an every other interval thing, but I just didn't. Just depends on how you want it. It's easier to keep the hair under control if you just put that in the middle. Over one, under one, over one. And when you get to the bottom, which I recommend be when they're at separate opposite sides. You're going to band it. You can tug it loose if you guys want to, by the way. I don't like loose braids because I've got layers, so you can already see it's starting to fall out here. My hair falls out of braids really fast because of my layers, side braids at least. It's starting to fall now. You can pin it though. When you pin the, if you have layers like I do, when you pin the scarf, you can pin your hair up under it. Then you're going to take these two ends, take your whole band together so it's not uneven. You're just going to tie it over that so it looks like a bow at the bottom. Or not, whatever, same thing. Okay, then you're going to take pins, which I don't have with me, in the backpack. I didn't wear my backpack. Where did they go? Well, you would take pins and you would pin it. I don't know where my pins went. That's really annoying. Well, I keep all my pins in a heart-shaped container, so I've got one. Okay, so I've got one pin. Probably should have looked for them before. And I'm going to try to get this all under. So you want your scarf to look, just won't pin my hair, I guess. And you want this to pin up under. Like that. And normally you'd pin this would be over your ear, and you'd pin it in the back to make sure of that. And you'd pin this all where you want it to stay. And it would be nice, and then you could hairspray it and whatever. So there's that one.
Oh, look at that. It looks huge.
So there's that one. And in this one, it's a little easier because you don't need to tie it if you've got a really thin. Oh, I found my pins. Pins. I have hairpins and bobby pins in this thing. It's amazing. I don't really know where I got the container from, by the way. It's like a Brighton container. My cousin gave it to me for my birthday. Then you're going to take whichever one you want. I took this. Don't really know. I think it was originally a belt, but it doesn't have anything. I've got 3 colors. Actually, I've got 4, but the other one's closet. I'm going to use this one. Got floral print. My friend's really into that right now. Maybe she got out of that phase, but she was really into floral print. It was kind of funny. How did I do that? Okay. That didn't work. My hair's been really uncooperative today. So instead of doing this the easy way, where you don't have to separate it with anything but your hands, tie this bit back with a ponytail really quickly. And take this and go under. And this one I'm going to tie, because obviously my hair's not cooperating. And you're going to tie it under your ear. which might be a little uncomfortable, but I prefer it there because I'm more sure it'll stay. Okay. This time I'm going to do the every other interval. So split your hair into two again. Okay, like this. You'll still get them next to each other sometimes, by the way, but it not as often. It's kind of weird. I don't really know how it works. I just know that it does, so. But it'll look really similar in the end, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. And make sure when you're braiding that you pulled your hair down nicely, otherwise it'll do this. And I should have been more careful, but I wasn't, so that is my fault. You also want to make sure these little fabric pieces are even, which I didn't do at all. I'm a horrible person. I didn't even think. Always remember that. But when I knotted it, I was just thinking about how bad my hair was being, so. There's my fault right there. You get a lot more of the fabric in there if you start at an interval of every other. You can see it a lot nicer too because it's a brighter color. So if you've got light hair, you've got nothing to worry about anyways, but if you've got dark hair like me, the brighter the color, the more it shows. When you get to the bottom, which this isn't the bottom, but this is about as far as it's going to go because two of my strands are pretty much dead. I'm going to band it. This is why you always check to make sure they're even. Chances are if they're even, the hair will be even. Okay. And then because of this, I'm just going to tie it around like this. Because of my carelessness, it won't look as nice at the bottom. But there's that. So there's that. And then you pin it. You've got this nice little nifty thing. I don't like knotting it because you can usually see it under the hair. That's why I don't like to knot it. But it looks nice as a headband and then tie it down. You can also do 3-part braid and just pull the two strands together, so it's not that difficult to do. Like you split your hair into two again, but you would use this as your third. You would use these two pieces like this, and this would be your third, and this would go around your head. So I'm gonna tie my hair up again because I'm having a bad hair day. So that's that. That's my springtime. Springtime look. I'm actually wearing that. If I get the dress I want, I'm actually wearing that to my Easter party. So, hope you all enjoyed.